So next, I want to go over the muscles of the posterior hip. So we're going to be going over the glutes today. So most people are the most familiar with this muscle right here. This is called your glute max. So that's that big booty muscle in the back. You can see it right here isolated. Okay? And then actually underneath this big glute max muscle, there's two smaller muscles. You have your glute medius and your glute minimus. So you can kind of see your glute medius here, and then your glute minimus is underneath both of those muscles, really, really up close onto the back of the hip bone. So all of these muscles are your glutes. So this muscle here, your glute max, is in charge of hip extension and external rotation. These are more in charge of hip abduction. So when your leg moves out to the side away from the body, that's abduction. These two muscles mostly do that motion. If you look down here, I'm also going to show you another hip abductor, which is not a glute. This is called your tensor fascia lata, or TFL for short. This muscle is not only an abductor, but also a hip flexor. So it works with your iliopsoas to bring the leg out to the side, but it also helps bring the leg up in front of you, which is called hip flexion. So all of these muscles are hip abductors. These are your glutes, which are hip extensors and abductors. And then you get a nice view of those superficial muscles here. I'll just show you this side real quick, but I'm not going to go over it. These are your external rotators. So here you can see your hip glute minimus, which is that muscle that's underneath these two. This one right here. And then you also have your external rotator. So you have a piriformis and all these other little external rotators that's underneath all of this stuff.